Hello, my name is Linda, and I design digital printables and love journaling and all things stationery. Today, I'm doing my end of month journal chat that is a monthly reset with myself in regards to how I'm doing with my journaling and planning. I think it's always good to check in with yourself regularly to reflect on what is working and what might be causing issues and needs changing. So I have all of my most touched journals here on my desk and just wanted to share a little update with you. So first up is my 3-year Midori journal, and everything is going well. I've been keeping up with it. It is easy to write in just a highlight every night, so I have no issues and happy with how that is going. Then I have my Hobonichi cousin, which is my memory keeping. And you can see that I have loads of photos in this one, and it is really chunking up. I'm actually really behind because there's the weekly log to keep up with as well as daily pages. But what I've realized is that I just set the bar too high, and I decided that I'm not going to pressure myself to add photos for every single day, and I also don't need to journal like in long form for every single day. So personally, I just need to do whatever I want to do for this memory keeping, and that's really helping me to get back on track. I'm just going to use the weekly as a peer log of activity so that I don't forget things. And then the dailies will have photos or ephemera or notes, and I do not need to like fill up the whole entire page. And I think that's what was causing sort of issues for me. I felt like I just had to fill up the entire page with either photos or journaling or something. So I'm just giving myself flexibility, and I think that will work much more. In terms of planners, I really only have this weekly pocket journal where I list appointments and important dates, plus a running to-do list on the right side of each week, but I haven't really been using it much because I just haven't been doing much. Well, I should rephrase that. I obviously have appointments and events and things that have to do with my kids and school things, but the to-dos that I write in here are mostly for work or projects or freelance work, and that is what I am not keeping up with. It's just been really hard with a newborn and my other kids to keep up. And, because I don't write everyday things like laundry, dishes and that kind of thing, it's sort of a disconnect. It makes it seem like I've accomplished nothing when really I've just been productive in other arenas of my life rather than, project or freelance work. So that's sort of how I fell into the trend of getting this daily pocket moleskin. I basically use pen only in this, and I'm using it to write only what I've accomplished or something happy that happened, really just to make myself feel better at the end of the day. That is the purpose of this. The urge really came out of, that sad little weekly planner that just was very empty and, was just sort of depressing. So I realized that I wanted something that was just much more positive and highlighting the fact that it's okay if I just survived and took care of my kids that day and didn't get any other, project task done. So I'm not sure what else I want to add to these pocket pages because there's still a lot of space, and I'm thinking maybe the end of each page I should put like a affirmation or something. But the idea is just to keep it positive. So I'm happy to have this pocket journal, and I just sort of need to finalize how exactly I want to use it. By the way, I wanted to show you the difference between the elastics on this origami pocket planner and the moleskin. The elastic on the moleskin is so wimpy in comparison. I don't know why they don't have better quality elastics. I'm always afraid I'm going to break it or stretch it out too much. It's just very thin and loose compared to the origami one. It's really too bad. I don't know. I think that it's very difficult to replace the elastics that are already on these planners. So it's sad that Moleskine doesn't, up their game and just make better elastics. Okay, so moving on, I have a bunch of traveler's notebooks, and they're all for different purposes. This one is about my stationery purchases and Happy Mail, basically just documenting any shops we visited that have to do with my, stationery journaling hobby and things that I receive in the mail. It really is nice to document this, and it also makes me use new supplies that I purchase immediately, because I will immediately like put a swatch or a sticker or something in there. And I think, part of what I want to do is to use the supplies that I have, and it is a hobby, so it's nice to document it, but again, want to keep using what I have as well. And I also have a diner TN, which I use to document our restaurant eating out experiences. So I'm slowly filling this one up. We actually did go to a diner first in like 2023, so but I will be adding other restaurants as well, not just like diners. There will be photos and journaling and just sort of like quick little snippets about the different places that we eat together, or when we go out to eat, basically. And then I also have another traveler's notebook that has a monthly insert for 2023, and I'm basically going to be using this for my Cafe Analog Project Me prompts. So basically, Cafe Analog is a stationery shop, and you can find it on Instagram or their website, the prompts that they have released for 2023, what they call like a Project Me. And I'm basically going to follow the prompts and do a spread a month. And it's just something fun to participate with. So here you can see the prompts I've printed out and included in my TN so I can keep up. And I'm prepping to do the next spread. And I just want to say that these spreads, like, they have no rhyme or reason, like no planning. It's just like stationary therapy. I read the prompt when I have time, and when I can sit down and do the spread, I just sort of like vomit out collage. I'm not concerned about making it pretty. It's really just like plain fun playing time. And there are a variety of prompts, and you just sort of follow along and play. So I definitely am enjoying this sort of casual monthly TN, and doing a spread a month is definitely easy to keep up with. Finally, I have this Paper Republic TN, and I put an insert in here that I started for the Sketchbook Revival Challenge that is hosted by Karen Abend. You can find it on Instagram. And basically, she offers a bunch of free videos that you can follow and just do like sketchbook exercises. So it's really cool. And I also have another drawing book insert in here where I'm, did some Instagram challenges in sketching. And I will basically just use it for practicing my personal sketching. So this is my sort of drawing TN, and I like the fact that Paper Republic has this like larger size rather than like the Passport and standard sizes. I also have a bunch of other pocket TNs, and they're for different purposes, but I'm definitely behind in keeping up in so many different journals that I want to do. But I did want to note that this particular pocket camel I bought secondhand, and I'm not sure if it's like fake, possibly. I don't know. The embossing on the back is a little weird. But that just sort of gave me the courage to like do whatever to this cover. So you can see I embossed on it and stamped on it. So that was fun. But you can see there's a failed ink insert. And this other little journal is a old Moleskine weekly that is like, from years past. So I'm using it as a pocket journal. So it is my sort of anything and everything journal. So I really like to have one of these journals that it doesn't have a theme or a purpose. It's just a catch-all, and I can write whatever quotes, thoughts, collage, stick ephemera in it, like whatever I feel like at the moment. I guess it's sort of like a commonplace, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily have always writing. It might also just have art. Like, it's just a big mishmash, and I don't really necessarily do it in order. I just flip to like whatever page I feel like. Like some days I might just want to stick stickers everywhere. Some days I'm like ripping pages and just gluing, because it's fun. So these are the journals that I've used this past month, and I don't really see a huge issue with anything except for like the mini pocket planner. Even though it's not really a problem in the sense that the system itself is not necessarily working. I think it's my issue of not writing down all the tasks that I do because I'm so used to only putting, quote unquote, work stuff. Maybe I need to go back to like simple bullet journaling and just write everything down so that I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. They're just different tasks that I usually don't note. And planning for me has always been about projects, designs, freelance work, blogging. So I never wrote everyday items. But nowadays, I'm mostly just doing everyday items like mom tasks. So that's why there's that huge disconnect. And that is March for me. How has your planning and journaling been? I hope you have been doing well and having fun. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to catch more journaling videos in the future. If you enjoy using digital printables, visit my blog tortagialla.com for lots of freebie downloads, pattern papers, stationery, and wall art printables. If you want to support my design work, you can find me on Ko-fi. I have an exclusive feed there and downloads every month for members and supporters. And of course, the easy way to support any creatives out there is to just spread the word. Leave a like, a comment. That really helps, and I so very much appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much, and until next time.